Hi guys, Tammy here. Today I'm going to talk about When My Soul Meets a Thug, written by Jessica Watkins. This book is an African American book. It's not a romance novel. So, main characters of this book are True, Coop, Angel, and Remy. True is the main original character of this book. She has a deadly illness, and when her husband found out about the illness and the severity of it, he decided that he didn't want to be a part of her life anymore, so he ended up leaving her. A year later, her and her 4-year-old daughter is now on their own, and she's living the best life she could until her time is up. Now the thing is that she met Coop. Coop is just a friend with benefits for her because she knows that her time's limited. So she's trying not to catch feelings for anyone out there. Lo and behold, Coop started catching feelings for her. So she had to, in the end result, turn around and tell him the severity of her condition and that she's pregnant with his child. He was so upset and so distraught that he didn't want nothing to do with it, because it's not the fact that he didn't want the child, it's the fact that he was going to lose her and she was selfish enough to have the child. So needless to say, their relationship was severed and that was it, right? So now Remy. Remy was in this relationship with a guy named Banks for 10 years. She was so caught up with Banks, like her whole life revolved around Banks. Now, when the time comes, she thought Banks was going to propose. Lo and behold, he was not going to propose at all. She accidentally found an engagement ring that was not for her. Can you believe it? It was not hers. Like, seriously. After 10 years of being with this guy, he wasn't even going to get married to her. Like, it was ridiculous. So the thing is that now she took this to a whole nother level. Like, she was so distraught that she didn't know what to do with herself, because she gave him 10 years of her life and she thought that, oh, I deserve more. So she was like so depressed and so emotional. She was almost suicidal. And I could understand that, because we as women, we get really caught up in our relationship with other men that we don't even have time for ourselves. And that's exactly what happened to her. Anyway, lo and behold, reality happened and she ended up being True's nurse. So now that she's True nurse, True has basically opened up her eyes to what she should be as a woman and how she should live her life as a woman and not around any other men. So now True is in her final stages of her illness, and Coop came back around, so he met his son and everything is going well with that. But overall, the emotions, that everything that happened around True was so raw, so hurt, like you couldn't help yourself but to cry. So when you read this book, don't be surprised if you're like upset, you're crying, and you're wondering what's going on, like why would she even do this, you know what I mean? But overall, everything worked out for True, and she basically lived her life the best she could and have a farewell, went home, right? In her last days though, she wrote a letter to her mom and Coop and telling them the severity of what she expected from after her death, and for them to continue living their life. Overall, I think Jessica Watkins did a great job with this book. It's an emotional book. It's very, very emotional. So don't be upset or don't be angry or saying that, oh, why would she write this book? But it is reality, and we have to accept that. Sometimes we don't want to read about it, but it's reality. Overall, as I said, this book is a great book. It's a good book from Jessica Watkins. The writing was good, the plot was good, and the entire theme of the book was awesome. So check this out. Let me know if you like it. I will have a link for this book in my description box. Okay, guys? Thank you for watching, and Merry Christmas. Bye.